Hi students, I'm sorry I'm not there with you guys tonight. I thought originally that I was going to be able to Skype in so I could watch you in real time, but my schedule got changed around a little bit, so I'm actually teaching a class here in Alabama while you guys are in class there in Georgia. So Dr. Kinzer was nice enough to tape your presentations for me. I guess it's not really tape anymore because it's not 1994, but she's going to record your presentations for me so I can watch them and grade them later on. So thank you very much, Dr. Kinzer, for being there in my stead. A couple of notes for you guys. First of all, on the presentations, when you get up to present, I know it's hard, but try to speak slowly and clearly. That's usually the biggest complaint about any presenter, whether it's in class or otherwise, is that they were going too fast or weren't speaking clearly enough so that not everyone understood everything that was being said. So try your best to be clear in what you're saying. And for those of you who are not up to present when it's not your turn, your job as an audience member is to listen attentively and quietly and to ask questions. So you might jot down some notes as the person goes along. Keep in mind that you have read these stories that everyone else will be talking about, so you should have something intelligent to say and ask at the end of the presentations. So your job is to ask questions that maybe the presenter hasn't thought of, or give them another perspective that they might need to consider. You could also think about it as an argument of give them another side, another viewpoint, so they then have something else that they might need to concede or refute. And this might help you guys as you finalize your papers, because it will give you something else that you might not have thought of, something else that might help you beef up your papers a little bit and give yourselves another point of view. Now wait a minute, your papers were due today, so how are you going to redo that to revise it? Well, surprise, you actually can have until Friday night at midnight to turn your final drafts in. So if you've already turned your draft in, that's okay. Just go in and upload another one, and I'll just grade the latest one, the newest one that shows up on Saturday when I go in to look. If you're happy with what's in there and nobody asked you anything and you didn't think of anything else that you wanted to add or change, that's perfectly all right too. You don't have to do another draft. If you're happy with what you've already uploaded, great. So the idea behind this, I try to usually do this with my research papers because that way you are ready for the presentation when you come into it and you feel like you've got a solid grasp on what you're saying. But I know you're also kind of nervous about the presentation and trying to get the paper and the presentation both ready at once. Maybe you left some things out that you could have included, so this gives you a chance to go back and do a little bit more revision work for the rest of the week and hopefully get those in the best possible shape that they could be in. Also, I wanted to just make note, you guys should be aware of this already, but Saturday is the very last day that I am actually allowed to accept any work for this course. So if you are missing anything, if there's anything that you have not given me that you owe me, I have to have it by Saturday. Otherwise, I have to calculate your grade without it, unless you have contacted me for an incomplete. And there's only one of you in this class who has contacted me for that incomplete. If you need to do that, please email me ASAP so we can talk about the options for doing that. Also, look for my email early next week. Once I've got all the grades finalized, this presentation included and your final paper included, and everything's done and final grades are calculated, I'll email you guys to let you know. So that gives you a chance to go in and look at everything just to make sure I didn't mess up, make sure I didn't forget anything. All your points are there, all your extra credits there, and all of that. And that way, if there are any issues, you've got a day or two to email me so I can get that straightened out before final grades are due. That's it. That's all I have. Good luck on your presentations. I know you're all going to do well and you'll have amazing things to say. Thank you all very much for a great term and a great time at St. Leo for those of you whom I've had for more than one class. And I look for great things from all of you. Good luck in all of your future classes with your paper writing and everything else beyond. Bye.